bad boy, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? Hey guys, welcome back. Today we're discussing Bad Boys for Life, starring Will Smith and Martin Lawrence in the third film of the Bad Boys series. The pair return as now old school cops who team up with an elite new school crew to take down the ruthless leader of a Miami drug cartel. Now, full disclosure, I really enjoyed the first of the Bad Boys films. The second, not so much. So, going into this film, there were things I was looking for that I felt the first film got right. Namely, great comedic timing, well-structured character arcs, and amazing chemistry. The kind that leads you to believe that these guys are friends, really, off-screen as well as on. And I wasn't disappointed. I'm sure at least part of the driving force behind this film's popularity is its success in each of these areas. In addition, while Bad Boys for Life is as high energy as ever, it's grounded in more serious themes than we've seen before, which is all thanks to a well-written script that adds much needed depth and I think makes for a better, stronger story overall. I also like how this film ties together with the first two films. Even though it's being reported that they're working on a Bad Boys 4, this film is a satisfying ending in and of itself. It could complete the trilogy. Now, when it comes to cinematography, unlike the first two films, this film was not directed by Michael Bay. However, make no mistake, this is a Michael Bay series. With or without his direct involvement, his influence is there. From the sweeping shots at sunset to the slow motion capture, dynamic chase scenes, explosions for explosion's sake, people dying in ridiculously creative ways, just the sheer spectacle is there, only with less lens flare and maybe better dialogue. So if you're a fan of Michael Bay, you may love this film. If not, you may be impressed by seeing a Michael Bay-ish film with an actual story. Now, there were things about the film I didn't like. Not many others seem to be mentioning these, so maybe it's just me, but the development of the minor characters, the new school crew, it's a bit underwhelming at times, and ultimately had no impact on the story. In fact, none of the minor characters evolved much with the exception of Alexander Ludwig's character, and that may be because he was the next biggest star in the film. If you don't know him, he's one of the stars of Vikings, which is an amazing show on the History Channel. If you get a chance, definitely check it out. The other issue is how the film barely escapes the disjointed feel of the second film. While this film has received a lot of praise for being an emotional roller coaster, which it is, the first drop in recovery in the first act is so dramatic as to be a bit jarring. I won't get into the details because I really don't want to spoil it, but you'll know it when you see it. Let's just say the characters and the audience are in one emotional headspace and then suddenly it's as if it never happened. Even though that thing is the propelling motivation for much of the rest of the story. It's just really weird, and I think there could have been a smoother transition from the first act to the second. After that, the film gets back on track, and we have a pretty decent, cohesive story once again. Overall, I enjoyed this film. I was literally on the edge of my seat at times. It's not a complex film. It's not deep or anything like that. You can't ask much of it. It's a good story and a good time. If you enjoy buddy cop comedy type films, then you'll love this. You will be laughing at times and crying at times. But let me know your thoughts. What's your favorite buddy cop comedy? And how does this film measure up by comparison? Is it better or worse than others in the trilogy? And do you think they should make a Bad Boys 4? Let me know what you think. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you next week.